day. I appreciate you guys so much for everybody that came in during the wee hours of the morning earlier this morning. I want to thank you guys once again for coming in because that turned into a started going down the rabbit hole a little bit on that one, but it was actually kind of a preview into what I want to be my very next in studio live stream. So I just want to go back to this JSU thing just for a second. I just want to go back to what I think was the mission at JSU, courtesy of Coach Primetime Deion Sanders. Okay, so they had he had this motto or this mantra, I believe. And unfortunately, I think when you look at the word, when you look at the phrase, if you say I believe, there is an I in believe. But what I think the bigger piece was that I think he was trying to spread a message, a great a message that was beyond him. It was more of an individual. It was more individual, and basically, it was more about people believing in themselves and investing in themselves. It wasn't just some statement or some blanket phrase that he was passing around. It wasn't even on us. I don't. Some people might want to say it was synonymous with spiritual belief. No, I don't believe that. I believe. Here I go. No pun intended. I believe that it was more of a release. There he was, coming in as Coach Deion Sanders, saying to this community, the community of Jackson, the state of Mississippi, the Jackson State University, saying to them first that he believed, they should believe as a university, and of course the community should believe. The community of Jackson should believe. Okay, but it was also, to me, it was more of a release. And this is a model that I've seen in other places, but I do believe that this is what he meant. He was there. First, I'm going to show you what's possible. Then I'm going to tell you what's possible. Then I'm going to help you do what's possible. And then guess what? You're going to do it yourself. But for some reason, it's the ultimate betrayal because he doesn't have a contract, an eternal contract with the black community to stay at an HBCU. Regardless as to what challenges he may face as an individual, as an athlete, as a professional, or what he needs to take care of as a father, what he needs to take care of, what he thinks his obligations are. That did not transcend. Everything, to me, I'm going to be honest. This situation, the response that he's getting, some people see the bigger picture. Some people just want to throw it down, want to boil it down to race. They just want to say, oh, wow, you told us all of this. You sold us a dream and you gave up on it. And you got all those kids to transfer out of the portal. And okay, listen, look, the kids will be okay. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times the kids will be okay if the adults stop acting like emotional children. Stop acting like sullen teenagers. Many times you will find that kids will react to the examples that are before them. Kids will respond to the example that's being set for them. If you're losing your crap, these kids, I tell you what they don't need, the JSU kids, football players of the program, they don't need a bunch of adults to lose their shit for them. They don't need adults losing their shit for them. No, they don't need that either. So I just say, there's got to be a level of maturity. Somebody has got to, I'm telling you, the minds of people, I think it starts in the mind. The minds of people have to change. This community stuff, this blackity black, and if you're not, If you're not feeding the blackity black beast, then you're a traitor. No, I just want to drop a bomb and say no. You get yourself together. You get your inferiority complex together, because he's doing fine. And if you're, oh well, he just did this and this for the bag, and I mean, it's overwhelming. It's outrageous, some of the things that people say. But I'm telling you, when it comes to, when I hear people talk about conservatives or this type of person is a conspiracy theorist, I find that many people in the black community, those are the biggest conspiracy theorists on the planet. That they will conjure up magic, and they will live by it. They will make it in their minds. They will make it. And to me, it's almost a personality disorder. Everybody doesn't see life, success, athleticism, professionalism the way that you do. Okay? They don't. And I'll tell you something. If you listen to some certain people, you'll stay exactly where you are. You will. You exactly will. So it's just like, to me, you've got to be strong enough to be able to transition. A lot of people, of course, I said this earlier, a lot of people are saying that, oh, they're just going to go back to losing and da 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 da. Well, that's to me, for if that's your opinion, then that's your opinion. But to me, then that means you weren't a believer in the first place. He could not. So if he had stayed 5 seasons, 10 seasons, 20 seasons, you would still have people still stuck in the same mentality that they're in right now. You would still have people stuck in the same mentality that they're in right now. The maturity, the mentality is totally screwed up. You got student athletes that are probably more mature than these fans and these adults out here. Okay? What is it? No risk, no reward, nothing venture, nothing gained. No, he took a risk coming there. He took a risk to come there. He did more for that school, the department, the community than people do in decades. In just a couple of 2 or 3 years, 2 or 3 seasons. Just a few short seasons he was able to do that. He doesn't, I said this before, he doesn't owe anybody anything. His responsibility is to his family and to how he wants to retire. That's what his responsibility is. So what? There's one thing about him. He's not afraid to step out there. But I'm sorry to say that you cannot show you. Some people just want to be stuck, and they wonder why they can't move forward. It's this kind of attitude. Am I going to say there's nothing in it for him? No, I'm not going to say that. But he does have a responsibility to himself. He does have a responsibility to himself. He cannot just stay at JSU. He cannot keep pouring his own salary back into a program. And see, to me, I find that some people are so needy and so whatever. A lot of people don't mind cutting relationships off with no remorse. They have no problem doing that. As long as you're doing and giving them, as long as he's given Jackson State and he's invested himself, he's invested his kids' talents, they're going to come back and ask for some more. They're going to just keep coming back and asking for more. Oh, you did this. Okay, now make the stadium state of the art. Now that you did this, now go back and do this. So I'm telling you, I swear, some people are their own worst enemy. They really are. Just thank people for what they've done, and recognize that he's shown you a lot. As I say, I'm going to say it again. I believe was more, this is my opinion, my estimation. I show you, I tell you, I help you. And then guess what? The release goes on to you. I'm releasing it to you. Why can't I release it to you? Why can't I put the destiny in your hand? Now, I'm going to be honest, like Deion Sanders Jr., he actually went on and showed, I don't know how this would have been more, if this would have been delivered, how it can be more gentle to the people, how he can make it more softer to the people. There's a transfer portal out there for students or for student athletes, but you know what? There's not a transfer portal out there for coaches. So they have to be the adult in the room and they have to make tough decisions. Shout out to Derek C. Williams. I appreciate you so much for being on here. Let's see. Let's see. He says, I'm definitely disappointed. All that black talk only to turn around and leave. I think he should have stayed. True, he owes no one anything but respect. But let's see. He said, black people are screwed. He lost our best and brightest to the mainstream, yet complaining the race is progressing. He definitely helped and respect for that. Well, and see, this is now see, I haven't even said, I'm going to be honest. Derek C. Williams. Good morning, Uncool. I didn't think he was going to go, to be honest. I was thinking that his announcement was going to be, no, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving for the next season. That's what I thought. But the minute he did, okay, well, he made the decision. So, but it's not like he didn't leave. The place is it's in much better shape than where he found it. Now, a lot of people have said, as I said earlier this morning, oh, they're going to go back to losing. I don't believe that either. I don't. I don't believe that they're going to just go back to losing. But my concern is that they are going to um I I just lost my complete train of thought there. Yeah, I don't think they're going to go back to losing. I just think that some people fell in love with the superstar, with his stardom. Saying it's the same thing as as sports or athletic. I'm not saying it has the same implications or ramifications, but I'm saying I had to realize. And so, but I will tell you, I am part was kind of lost. He's already, they've already posted the third generation educator. And I understand what the HBCU, I know what the HBCU used to mean. I know what I know in its infant, what it